Yeah, this is Black Light once again. Uh, where is God? And it came to pass when man began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair. They took them wives of all which they choose. And the sons of God saw the daughters of men, and they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they choose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he is also as flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, and men of renown. And it goes on to say, and God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his hearts was only evil continually. Now that reminds you of what's happening now. Let's go over this. This is Genesis 5, verse 6. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and the daughters were born unto them. Now, this is how I see this, and this is just the way I see it, because when it says, and God saw that the wickedness of man, now we talking about a God people. Remember, we were talking about God said, let us, the us is a group of gods that they call God. So the word God can also mean plural, a group of God. Saying God said, let us make man. Now man means mind. But it's not quite the same as the mind of God. God is the ones that's doing the creating and the making of someone in his image, like unto him. So he's not exactly had the same aspects or the same qualities as God, but like almost like God, like a God, you know. So he's the creation. The man is the creation, and God is the creator. That's why he's called God. So this reminds me of what's going on right now. In the beginning, the black man was God. From him came the Caucasian. You know, downloaded, the Caucasian was downloaded from the God. He's the last download. Can't download no further from the God. There were giants in those days that were the sons of God, came into the daughters of men, and they bare children, and became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great. Like now, the wickedness of man is great, because what's done happened now is the Caucasian switched titles. He not only switched titles, but he switched actions. But he's not the creator, he's the creation. He's also a descendant of the creator, but his bloodline goes very thin, and you could tell it by the way his complexion is. So the original man bloodline is direct from, he's a direct descendant, because the God race never went nowhere. The God nation, or the God people, never went anywhere. And some of us was downloaded, but not quite as deep as the Caucasian, you know. So we were mixed in with the Caucasian. Now the Caucasian is ruling the planet, because God gave him dominion to rule. He's ruling now. Now why did God do that? Why did God want to make man in the beginning? In the Quran, it goes a little deeper, and maybe on the next video we might show you how the Quran describes what's happening. This is Black Light Out.